Okay, let's jump right in. Our deep dive today is all about solving one of the biggest headaches in pro video.
Hmm.
That wall between consumer HDMI and, professional SDI infrastructure. If you've ever tried running an HDMI cable more than 50 feet, you know the pain.
You absolutely do. And that's where a device like this comes in. We're looking at the tvONE 1T-FC-766.
Which is basically a high-end converter supplied by HDTV Supply.
Exactly, but I'd call it more of a high-speed bilingual translator. It takes that HDMI speech and instantly translates it into the SDI language.
For two different screens at the same time.
Right, for two SDI displays at once, without losing a single bit of data.
Okay, you've mentioned 3G-SDI a couple of times. For anyone less familiar, why is that 3G part so important here?
That's the muscle. 3G-SDI means the converter can handle full high-definition video. We're talking 1080p at 50 or 60 frames per second.
And it just figures that out on its own.
It does. It automatically detects that the video mode is SD, HD, or 3G. The key thing, though, is its internal speed.
Which is what's exactly?
It's operating at 2.970 gigabits per second.
Wow. Okay, so that's not just a spec sheet number. That high bitrate is what guarantees you don't get that awful visual sparkle or complete dropout.
Precisely. It's all about signal integrity, not just connecting two different plugs. And you need that integrity for its main feature, one HDMI source to two SDI displays.
And this is where it really shines, I think, the distance.
Oh, the transmission distances are huge.
I mean, we're talking about, what, 100 meters for 3G signals?
100 meters for 3G, yeah.
Yeah.
200 for HD, and you can push standard def signals up to 300 meters. It's using a good Belden 1694A cable, of course.
You can't do that with HDMI. It's not possible.
Not a chance. And speaking of reliability, there's a small physical detail I love.
What's that?
The locking plus 5 VDC power connector.
So no accidental unplugs.
Exactly. Anyone who's had a power cord kicked out during a live feed knows that's a genius little feature.
That's the kind of detail that separates pro gear from consumer stuff. Okay, so video is rock solid. What about audio?
It's super flexible. You can embed up to 8 channels of PCM audio straight from the HDMI source into the SDI stream.
8 channels is a lot.
It is. But say you're using a DVI source, or you need to inject different audio. It also has physical RCA connectors for stereo input.
Oh, that's a great failsafe. Now, something else that's really important for certain installations, TAA compliance.
A very big deal. It means this converter meets the Trade Agreements Act, so it's cleared for government, military, or educational projects.
Which is where a vendor like HDTV Supply really adds value, right?
Absolutely. So the unit is $570. It is sold as non-cancelable and non-returnable.
Which sounds a little scary.
It does, but it's backed by a 3-year warranty and, more importantly, lifetime tech support.
Yeah.
You can call, chat, text them. That's huge when you're building a complex system.
So to wrap this up, the tvONE 1T-FC-766 is this robust TAA-compliant bridge. It's purpose-built to get your HDMI source cleanly into a professional SDI world over very long distances.
It really is.
Yeah.
Now, we focused on this one tvONE model, but you should know this is a common problem with many solutions. HDTV Supply also carries great alternatives from brands like Kramer or A10.
Right.
So here's the thought I'll leave you with. What specific problem would make you choose one of those other converters instead? Maybe you need to go 400 meters, or maybe the budget is incredibly tight. That's the real question when you start planning your next install.